Welcome, everybody. I'm James Gallagher, and I'm going to be joined with Matt Pollard and Giancarlo Villanueva. Today, we're going to talk about the NBA trade deadline. Let's start it off, guys, with the biggest trade of them all, Luka Doncic going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's get your thoughts.
I mean, when I first heard about that trade, the first thing that came to my mind was when I was 10 years old and I was playing 2K my career. I was just messing around, making random trades, and that's one of them that I would expect from that because I have no idea how that actually went through.
Honestly, when I saw it, I thought I was looking at NBA since hell. I mean, it was so shocking to me. Excuse me, when the Lakers were, the Lakers have been actively pursuing someone post-LeBron era, and they got their answer in Luka Doncic.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I think Luka's going to be their star moving forward. But now let's move into the next trade that the Lakers tried to make. They tried to trade for the Hornets center Mark Williams, and Mark Williams ended up failing a physical, and so they ended the trade. I want to get your guys' initial thoughts, and then I'm going to throw a take I have after.
I mean, he looked healthy yesterday until LeBron dunked on him. I mean, I think they had buyer's remorse. I was seeing people say that on Twitter. But, I mean, I'm not really sure why they, canceled that trade because they don't have a center now. They literally, that's the one thing they need, and they got rid of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. When you look at the Western Conference, you're going to have guys like Jackson Hayes and Alex Len on someone like Jokic. It definitely hurts their playoff contention, but excited to see what they have looking forward in terms of making more moves.
Okay, now my take is the Lakers, if they were having buyer's remorse with Mark Williams, they should have called a team in Philadelphia that has a big dumb, I won't say, who plays center. His name's Joel Embiid. And, I would have given him away for a ham sandwich, low-key. Whatever contracts I need to match and get this trade done, I would have done. I'm sorry, Mr. Embiid, if you're watching, but you're not that good anymore. Pollard?
I mean, you pretty much hit everything off right there. I mean, I've been defending him for all these years, trying to be like, oh, he wasn't trying to do this. Oh, he's trying his hardest. He's injured. He's trying. I've given up now. He's falling down, flopping every time. He's lazy. He's eating donuts every 2 seconds. I'm done with him.
Philly has the franchise in Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain as well. It's time to move to a new era in Philadelphia sports for basketball.
I mean, I think exactly what you guys are saying. I think everything worked out. And then we're going to even touch on more Sixers later with another trade that I think. But let's move on to San Antonio. They trade for De'Aaron Fox, and I thought initially this was going to be a dynamic duo with the alien Victor Wembanyama and Swiper the Fox and De'Aaron Fox. I was really excited to watch. Hopefully they can make the playoffs. But Giancarlo, I hear you got an interesting take on what the Spurs should now do.
Yeah, honestly, instead of going for mediocrity within the playoff contention, maybe they should look towards the stacked draft class of 2025. Guys like Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey are definitely worth looking at when you look at the young pieces like Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sohan. So when you combine all those with Victor Wembanyama, CP3 you don't expect to be intended for too long, but also De'Aaron Fox, that is a promising title contention playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly a shame that Wembanyama, he has a blood clot in his shoulder. I think that came out literally today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a huge loss for him. Hopefully it's not long term because if it is, that's going to be terrible.
Yeah, especially that when he was coming out, everyone was saying, "Oh, this is the next LeBron. This is basically the greatest prospect we've ever seen in the game of basketball." Mm-hmm. Now let's touch on probably the final trade we're going to talk about. That's Jimmy Butler going to the Golden State Warriors. Now, Golden State, rumors were they called about every team out there and was like, hey, we want this guy. We want this guy. Butler originally said, no, I don't want to go to Golden State, but ends up signing a 2-year extension worth about $120 million upon his arrival. Thoughts, guys? This is the answer.
I get why they're trying to make a big move. They're worried because Curry's he might only have another year or two, so they have to make a move while he's still there. But I don't know if this is a good move for them at all because at this point, Curry's old, Draymond's old, Jimmy's old. They need a center just like the Lakers. But I mean, Curry's not going to be able to launch threes for 5 or 6 more years probably. He only has another year probably.
Yeah, to that point, you have to question Jimmy Butler's motivation with how he left the Heat in his tenure from being a legendary person to look up since Dwayne Wade. And now, although his production's serviceable, we don't know if that's going to equate to a title championship.
I think everything you guys are saying, I think Jimmy Butler's only going to take that team so far. You're not going to be able to compete against a big man like Jokic. There's just a lot of factors that are going to hinder this Golden State team from getting to that championship. So thank you guys for tuning in to NBA Trades. We're now going to send it to Elettra, Riley, and Smitty talking about their study abroad trip.